Hi everyone, Lindsay here from Lindsay's Book Nook with Usborne Books. Today I just want to highlight some of our flap books. Usborne is very well known for our flap books. It has been found that flaps helps kids understand and retain information better. So these are great tools to help teach your kids about our world and also even help with subjects that they're learning in school, which I'll show you one later that is just a brilliant book. I'm going to start with the Peek Inside. These are some of my favorite books. The illustrations are incredible, and I'm going to show you the inside here in a second. Peek Inside is for kind of younger kids. It's suggested at age 3, but really you can go below or above that. They're going to love it. There's also Peek Inside Nighttime, Animal Homes, Dinosaurs. What else? Peek Inside the Farm. So great. I'm going to show you Peek Inside the Garden. What I love about these books is that they're learning about our world through a narrative story. So it's nonfiction in a narrative format. A sunny garden hums, buzzes, creeps, and crawls with life. Can you see any animals peeking between the plants? And then there are these amazing flaps and little bits of information about what they're looking at. There are these awesome cutouts that kids can put their fingers in, which is another great kinesthetic learning element. Just bright, beautiful illustrations. These really are truly some of my favorite illustrations in our line of books. And they'll just have a great time as they read a story and learn about the garden and everything that's in it. So fun. So check out Peek Inside books. Up from the Peek Inside is the Look Inside. This is recommended for ages 6 and up, but again, these recommendations are really based on how much information is on the page. So you have the Look Inside, which is a little bit up from the Peek Inside, then I'll show you here in a second the next level up. But, kids of all ages can look at these books. It's just a matter of more information and sometimes more flaps. So this is Look Inside the Jungle. We have Look Inside Mummies and Pyramids, airports, castles, food, all kinds of topics. Beautiful, again, beautiful pages, and a few more flaps in this one, as you can see. I'm not going to open them, but really cool. Love it. Up from the Look Inside are the See Insides. This is recommended for ages 8 and up, but a little secret, my 17-month-old, this is one of his favorite books. This is See Under because it's the sea, but most of them are See Inside, like great cities, famous palaces. One of my favorite is Exploration and Discovery. It follows explorers like Lewis and Clark, things like that. They can learn all throughout history. So this you'll see has lots of flaps, lots of little flaps, lots of information as we go along. So great. I can give this to my 17-month-old, but I need a little moment to get something done, and he is just in awe of it. He'll open the pages and say, whoa, so cool. Just so beautiful. I mean, how engaging is that? I love it. So this is the See Inside series. So the final format I want to look at is just our Lift the Flap format. It comes in Lift the Flap questions and answers, Lift the Flap questions and answers about certain topics, for instance, like dinosaurs. There's about your body. There's a general knowledge Lift the Flap book, all kinds of different subjects. And this Times Tables one is just such a brilliant book. What I love about it is it helps all kinds of different learners, which I'm going to show you here in a second. So just to open it up, first of all, what strikes you is these bright, beautiful, bold illustrations. This is going to help those visual learners. It's also very visual in that it shows the math problem. For instance, these ants. It says each ant has 6 legs. How many legs do 11 ants have? And so they can actually go through and count the legs if that's, what's easy for them, what helps them to learn that visual. And then from there, you also had that little read out loud math problem, so that helps your auditory learners. And then you bring that flap down, and again, they can go in and count the legs themselves if they need to for that visual aspect of it. Each page, as you can see, has a different number. This is the 4 times table all the way up to 12. So you've got your auditory learning here going on, and then your visual with the pictures. And then, of course, you pull down the flap, and that's your kinesthetic learning, you know, being able to touch and being hands-on with it. So great. A great example in this book of that kinesthetic learning is this little guy right here. I love this. They can check their answers. They can go up to 12 times 12. What's 12 times 12? And think about it in their head and then move it and check it. 144. I love that. The last pages are tables challenge, and these are just little challenges with different flaps to check their work and see if they've learned their multiplication table as well. Such a great resource, so wonderful. So that's a good overview of some of our series books. We also have, you know, tons of little flat books, lots of ones for little kids that, you know, there's a Red Penguin series that looks at different shapes and letters and numbers. Actually, I think I have it. Yeah, I do. Colors. These are really fun. They're sweet. The colors. This is a cute series for little kids. We have all kinds of flat books. Just look up flat books and you'll get so many titles. You'll love it. All right. Thanks so much for listening. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions.